Welcome, Trips Awakening. You subscribe to the truth, one within the universe, and universe is inside me. Greetings, Earthlings and my loved ones. It would be an honor if y'all would join me. I'm about to drop some heavy stuff on y'all. You know, the society groups are controlling the airwaves, this illusional world, all right? And they got the time machine that's controlling y'all's frequency, all right? I'm about to really take it to many levels, and this is how I feel, and I'm doing it on a spiritual level. Okay, they're using the machine to bring back certain energies to take over certain beings' minds. All right, like for example, and I talked about some of this before, but I'm gonna really break it down. Some are still stuck in the 60s throughout the 90s, the past. They stuck on that. All right. And what's really going on, they're basically in the past with their relatives, but they can't see that with the physical eye. All right. So some of y'all probably like, okay, that's aware, probably like they still stuck on this mess, this racism mess. And, like me, myself, I'm like a traveler, a traveler throughout the universe. So all of this stuff that's going on is old. It's a repeat. I just had to put that out there. But these machines and stuff, they're old to me. Like I said, I let the ancient energy flow through me. And I'm here to activate DNAs. That's the reason why with the microchip, it doesn't work on us because our DNA is already activated. All right, just to put that out there. But what's going on, like people that's stuck on the racism thing, they're stuck in the past with their relatives, but they don't really know that. They can't see with the physical eye, and I can see this on a spiritual level, and that's what's going on. So they have the Saturn box put out characters, to transfer certain signals to their brain waves. So yeah, they on like, you got the Caucasians like I hate, they be like I hate the N, and you got some saying I hate crackers, and vice versa. They basically is going at it with each other, and they don't realize that they're under a spell. They don't see what's going on. All right, so that's what's going on. All right, and they're just stuck in the past with their relatives. They got just a little bit of them inside of their physical, but the the other Saturn frequency that's sending signals to their brain waves, basically their programming and took over them. They can break it, but some of them is already lost in it. They stuck in the past, and it goes way back. Some think they stuck on history, the illusion history, the slave stories and stuff like that. They stuck on that illusion, so they're mentally like confused and messed up. And that goes for the religious freaks out there, well, holy rollers. They was getting programmed at Sunday school, just like the school program the children and teach them how to cast spells, with this language, and they program them, and some of them, they going for this illusion, books of spells, that's what I call it, and that goes for the Muslims and other religious cults. They send out certain individuals that, know how to send signals and transfer certain different signals to their brains and have them under a spell. So you get what I'm saying? That's what's going on. That's why you have these Muppets conscious freaks out here, and religious freaks, and the politicians and stuff like that, and athletes. They're basically sending signals to their brain, and they getting that from Saturn. And I laugh like when religious freaks out there or holy rollers, whatever y'all want to call them, because they're under a spell. They're always saying, I don't accept this. This is the devil's, this and that, which that doesn't exist. All right. They say they accept that, but they don't know it's all around them. They use the computer, they eat the food, the corporations do sick, twisted rituals, and even, the Freemasons be up in y'all's churches, all of that stuff, and y'all don't even know it. The society groups, they're down with the cults and stuff, and even with, some of y'all relatives are Freemasons, and they can put certain spells, they do certain rituals, they can do certain things, and that's another video. But I just had to put that in there real quick, and I find it funny when some of y'all think y'all know what's going on. Some of the stuff that you think you're seeing, you're not really seeing it. It's an illusion. Okay? But some of y'all won't get it. Like I said, I travel throughout the universe. So that's what's basically going on, and like I said, I find that funny when, y'all come on here thinking y'all know everything. And if y'all go by the books, any religious holy rollers or Muslims, Moors, or whatever, if some of y'all go by the books, and then how come y'all on social media if you go by the books? And then you got certain ones like, certain so-called preachers like TD Snakes and Creflo Holla, I got $1, and the list goes on. They having TV shows like the Married Chicks, and they have TV shows and stuff like that. And y'all going for this stuff. Y'all don't see what's going on. They all connected. Y'all don't question nothing. And see, some adults, they're basically, they got childlike minds for believing, trusting, I don't like to use the word believe, for trusting into this fairy tale. They under a spell because some adults don't question, like, hey, wait a minute, some of this don't sound right, or didn't bother to check out who wrote the book, the authors, or their background, or none of that. They just was taught that and programmed that and went from generation to generation. So, the society groups is controlling the airwaves, so it's different types of energy running around right now. It's worse right now. Some years ago, they let that stuff go. I feel like they let it go like maybe 15 to 20 years ago. And everything's just coming out. And, I've been seeing a lot of things, because my DNA is activated. So it's like, and it's deep, and a lot of people out here, stuck on these stupid videos like Illuminati, don't even know what it means, like I said, we're all illuminated. Well, some of us anyway, so they just like, oh, the Illuminati, to me, the Illuminati is nothing but, names and titles like witchcraft and, the devil, boogeyman, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, type stuff. That's just, how I feel. And a lot of them is like these religions that's stuck in the past with their relatives, but they can't see that because they in a physical body. I see that. They're in the past. They're in another world, stuck on that frequency, that illusion, the illusion religion. They're stuck on that. So that's the reason why a lot of beings out here acting the way they act. Like, for example, the 90s children. They look like cartoon characters. It's like the cartoons was controlling their frequency and mind. The cartoons that they came out in the 90s, the cartoons was on some dumb stuff. It wasn't like back in the day where the cartoons like the Thundercats and, Marvel cartoons and Flash Gordon and, He-Man and all, and Thundercats, where they gave a lot of subliminal messages, and it was some real stuff and they had a lot of truth behind it. Then the 90s, they came out with dumb cartoons, and now that sends signals to their brain and controlling their brain. And that's what's going on, y'all. So, I want to put that out there so y'all can think about this, And some is going to be still stuck because they basically, allow certain things to come in. And it's basically they caught up in their relatives. Their relatives, like, basically got them caught up. You get what I'm saying? They got them caught up and draw some of their energy, and some of them, like, was on some negative stuff. So that basically, you know how they say certain relatives, they'd be like so-called cursed or whatever. That's basically what happened. They draw their energy. They're living in their past, and some of the stuff that they're going through, they're experiencing, they're stuck. All right, so that's what's basically going on. And like right now we're like in parallel universe. There's a lot of things going on. I feel like it's number 8. I'm gonna get deep into that. It's like 8 worlds going on, but that's another video as well. This is how I feel. And right now the world is backwards, and that's another video as well. But I just wanted to give you all something to think about, and I feel this on a spiritual level. I see this. I feel this and I see this. What? Did somebody say something?